Yeah, Bikefest is a celebration of bikes in everyday life. So it's a 4-week festival that includes about 30 different events. But the festival as a whole is designed to encourage people to see bikes and experience bikes in different settings so that we can begin to normalise the idea of bike riding as a part of everyday cultural life in Melbourne.
Bikefest is something that brings communities together, and I think as an incentive for people to get on their bikes and get out of their homes and get out of their cars, I couldn't imagine a better way to do it.
What I'm really loving about Bikefest is the way it's bringing together lots of different groups of people and types of people, and the way it celebrates all different kinds of bike riding, not sporting or a bit of commuting and a bit of everything. I know a lot of different people who ride bikes, and they ride bikes in very different ways. So I know track riders and road riders and commuters, and Bikefest has kind of been a chance for a lot of us to come together and talk about why we love doing what we do, which is riding bikes.
Once you start riding a bike, it becomes a big part of your life because it's just so enjoyable.
I really like the way Bikefest allows me to enjoy the things I normally like doing, like going to the Melbourne Food and Wine Festival or the SLF, but brings together bikes and those interests as well.
Bikefest, I think, is unique in the way it's brought together so many disparate events, and all of the events that could have otherwise been just a standalone event without even riding to them, but combined them into one festival with the one thing that works and joins them all together, which is let's do it all by bike.
I think that it's just a really good thing to have seen grown over the years in Melbourne, and yeah, it's good everybody can get involved. I mean, so many people here do ride their bikes, so yeah, it's just a great thing for Melbourne to have every year, and it's lots of fun.
They bring people together who do the same. They all love riding the bikes, and they're something they all feel the same. It's good.
Bikefest contributes to that, I think, by bringing people together based around common interests they have, and they lose sight of whether or not you're a rider or a driver. You're just there enjoying the things you enjoy. And maybe it also gives people who haven't considered bike riding the idea that it is a way to get around and enjoy those sorts of things.
I love Bikefest. I think Bikefest is fantastic, both for riders and for making it accessible to people who aren't necessarily already converted. Bikes really are becoming an integral part of Melbourne life, and they do interact so nicely with the food culture and the festival culture and the fashion culture that we already have in Melbourne. So I think Bikefest, particularly in 2012, has kind of melded those elements together really nicely. And I think it's a really easy access point for people who aren't already riders. It's a good way for them to see what bike lifestyle and bike culture is about, not just what riding a bike's about, because I think there's a lot more to it than that, and the more people that realise it through Bikefest, the better.
We've had fantastic numbers this year, loads of people coming to all the different events, and loads of people talking about it and sharing information on social media, and lots of publicity, and I think just a really great groundswell of community support, just lots of different people from all different aspects of the community coming together to celebrate one thing that they all share.